I missed it. There happens to be this battle with Nika and the bird, but I think she obviously made her presence known. Thought she could win this battle. I don't know if you guys see this. Ever since Nika was gone, I mean, I was watching the boat, but partially Seagal was, spelled like the actor, badass actor Steven Seagal, because he was the night watchman. But now they're having a bit of their own battle. Oh. Circling. I'll keep an eye out.
Hey! Hey! No! No! Hey! Are you fucking kidding me? Hey! Look at this guy!
During the time that I've been home for Christmas and New Year's, I've had a little guardian angel that was looking after Karl. And I'm not talking about Maria, she also did that, but I had this little seagull that decided that Karl was his new home and he was going to look after him, which is really nice and I appreciate it. But he did leave a couple of traces. Quite a couple. Whoa. On the new windows, I can't believe it. And on the solar panels. This is the dock where you could possibly get fuel and diesel, I suppose. Right now, usually there's like the trading boats over there, the Colombian trading boats, this one, and now there's the military boat here. And I was wondering maybe if we could go with Joana or with Karl alongside of those. So I'm gonna go and check that out. That looks like a gas station. Looks like this guy just fueled up. Hola.
Ustedes venden diésel, ¿no? Sí. Yo estaba preguntando cómo se lo hace, si se puede ir al muelle con el barco o solamente lo hacen aquí en la playa o como...
¿Para dónde va el diésel?
¿Para dónde? Al velero allá.
¿Cuál velero? ¿Cuánto necesita?
Bastante.
¿Pero cuánto es bastante?
Tengo que preguntar, pero quizá como 100 galones.
Yo los consigo, mi amor.
¿Cómo?
Yo los consigo.
Pero ¿cómo se lo puede llevar hacia el barco?
Hasta el barco.
Ah, con una lancha.
Sí.
Ah, ok. ¿Y a cuánto está el galón?
Ya le digo, reina.
Ok. Gracias.
thing called Speedy Stitch. It's basically like a hand sewing machine. So what you do is you produce your own thread that goes below. You know what usually the thread is in the sewing, like the bobbing in the sewing machine that comes from the bottom, by pulling out the thread to whatever length you need it. And then you pull it through the sail material, and you pull the whole thread that you're going to use as your lower thread through the sail. And then basically it's like a sewing machine. You go down, then you pull the thread through the little loop that you create, and then you pull the lower thread through it, and then you take it back out, back in, back out, back out, back in, back out. I think for this I probably now needed like an hour. It takes a long time, but I think it's pretty good. I mean, if it's not a huge sail like this one, it's not too bad. So this is it. It's not perfect, but looks alright. When I had this tear at sea, I just put a little tape on it, and it did hold up quite well, and it's good for like temporary fixing. But since I had taken the sail down anyways, now I decided to put a new round of tape on it and to just stitch around the edges. It's just giving it a little bit more strength and less chance of the sail tearing further, I hope. I stitched my sails, my main and my genoa, and I put the main back up and the boom sail, the boom jib, but when I tried to put up the genoa, it was getting really stuck in that sliding thing. So I tried it a couple of times, took it down, up, and I went up the mast to see if there's anything stuck, but can't really see anything, so I'm just gonna go back up again and maybe try and lubricate the little sail track a little bit. Hopefully that's gonna do the deal, because otherwise I don't really know what else to do. We need to fill our tanks with water, but both Joana and Karl have stern anchors set up, so we don't really want to take those up. Plus, the dock is usually full with the Colombian trade boats and the military, and it's quite rough, so we don't really want to bang against those metal poles. So we figured out a little solution, and hopefully it'll work out. Just grabbing some beers and then we'll go on a little water expedition.
Half an hour?
Longer than that. This took 16 minutes. These fill up in 3 minutes 40. And how many of those we
So
have?
4 minutes, I'd say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4, 36. So 45 minutes. So we needed 45 minutes to fill this up, which is more or less 140 liter drum, 150 maybe, and then 9 times 5 or 6 gallons. So, yeah, 45 minutes for that, and then we still have to bring it to the boat and then pump it out. Pump it out, pump it out. So the idea now is to put a pump into this big bucket with a rain catcher hose on it and then hopefully fill it into the tank. Alright, you can pass me the hose, please. Karl is all fueled up and the water tanks are full, the sails are repaired. Guess it's time for the next step, which is going to be solo sailing down to Ecuador. But more about that next week.